Oh, boys. Me shop is fucked. Alright, well, we're here at the Pipe Vice working on a fucking vid here. So this is why I've got to get out the field, guys. It's fucking 4:30. I got this job vid at about 2 o'clock, and I've been having to kind of work on it ever since, but I'll probably be working into the night. So this is, I want to show y'all how I fucking bid this, because really I want to show you guys how inexperienced I am, and see if any of you guys, like, use any estimating software or PMs or anybody that's better at this shit than me and wants to tell me how dumb I am. I'd be happy to hear it so I can learn from you. So this is how I kind of bid this work, guys. And I always come in good. Like, don't let me like bullshit. I always come in like with a 20% margin. Like, I do really well on my jobs, bidding it the way I bid it, but it's not repeatable. It's something that like I can't like hire some guy and say, hey, know what I know and bid the way I bid. So I need a system. But in the meantime, this is how my bitch ass does it. So like this thing here, this set of plans I got, this is my plumbing demo page. That's my sanitary plumbing page. That's the drains, waste, and vent piping. This is my domestic water plan. Shows me all the water piping. That's the roof plan. I ain't got shit on the roof but vent penetrations. This is my sanitary riser diagram, which is really helpful for when I'm doing these takeoffs and these bids. And this is the domestic water riser diagram. Also very helpful, but you always got to look at these little side details. Like this is involving the water heater, and it's just telling you what they want. They want fucking mixing valve, they want balancing valves in the fucking sealant, expansion tank, all that shit. Gotta make sure and do this the way they detail it. So you really got to go over these things, and this is the fixture schedule. So I got to get these plans, like I got to get this fixture schedule and like some of these floor plans over to my supplier, because you see here it'll say like S1, that's sink 1. I got fucking 21 of those. I got 21 sink 1s, 2 sink 2, or no, 1 sink 2, 1 sink 3. Then I got 7 bathrooms. Each bathroom has the same toilet and lavatory, but there's 3 right there in this little bundle. Also got a mop sink, you know, and see, here's something I also think about. Like, I know you got to have a floor drain in restrooms. These plans don't call for a floor drain, so I'm going to include that in my shit. And I'm gonna, whenever I do my fixture submittals, I'm gonna include floor drains, and I'm gonna include fucking, you know, 8 or 9 of them. But you see, it's easy to miss shit. See right here, this box, that's one of those details I was talking about. Like, you know, if you're just kind of skimming through this shit, you won't go catch that detail and look at what they want you to do. So, like, the way I figure it is I'll first read through the plans real good, like read everything I can. I'll look through the architectural and shit, see if there's anything I really need to know. Because sometimes they leave shit out on the plumbing that you need to see on the architectural. Like, it'll tell you like blocking notes where you need to put wood blocking. Maybe you need to check the mechanical plan to see if they put anything about condensates for you. But, so I go through this and I'm like, I don't saw cut, but like, you know, I got to figure it's going to take me like potentially 2 days to go mark that. So I'll figure 2 days labor. I got to think I'll get like 4 guys out here to dig all this up. And I'm going to think that's going to take me like 3-4 days with those guys, you know, on just the digging. So it's like I'm already at like at least 6 days of labor on my demo and digging for my rough end. And then I'll look at the sanitary page for my rough end, and I'll execute this more or less like it shows. And, you know, like, again, I'm doing this like based off experience, based off what guys I know is going to be there, how fast they operate, how far away is it, how far are supply houses. I kind of factor all that in when I'm thinking about it. And I can just kind of start looking and being like, okay, they should be able to kind of rough this section in a day, rough that section in a day, rough this in a day. And I kind of overestimate, and so I'll be like, okay, so just to get it, all the piping above the floor, we're probably looking at like 7 days on that, you know. And then plus I'm already at like 6 days for my digging and shit like that. So I'm at like 13 days. And then I'm looking at my top out, and I'm probably like, goddamn, I'm probably looking at like, including insulation, I'm probably looking at like at least 10 days of labor with like 3-4 guys out there on top out. You know, and then you got to think about coming back and setting fixtures. And that's probably going to take me a good while. Like, you know, probably 2-3 days, because there's so many fixtures to set. So you kind of add all that shit up and get you a price. But these riser diagrams really come in handy for me. And again, guys, I'm telling you this because I know I'm not doing it right. And I want people to talk shit. I want to learn. I want y'all to show me something. I use the fuck out of these riser diagrams when I'm doing my takeoff. Because a lot of the time, like, it shows you the size of the pipe. Like, this is 1.25 inch cold water, 1 inch hot water, 1 inch hot water again. But then it tells you, like, these ones going down, like, most of them are 1/2 inch, right? So I can just figure, okay, there's 20 foot, there's 20 foot, there's 20 foot. There's 20 foot of 3/4. You know, and I kind of get on my fucking vertical ones. Then I'll start working out these pieces and overestimate. And I'll get a footage on my material. And then I know I like shut-off valves for all my fixtures, so I start kind of getting an idea how many ball valves do I want. Like, I'll need 2 here, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. And I start, you know, just kind of getting a rough takeoff based off that. And I'll figure my water separately. And then I'll figure my my DWV separately. And again, these riser diagrams are great because you can get a rough idea. Just say like, okay, 4x2 combo, 4x2 combo, 2 4-inch 45s, you know, and then like a 4x3 Y to come over here, you know, and just think I can like go through this shit and have a tally sheet next to me and get a pretty good tally for my takeoff. And this is all the shit I got to do while I'm still in the field fucking running sewer machines and dicking around like that. So, oh, pardon. Like, that's why, like, it's getting to a point where I can't really be in the field, like, working my tools anymore because I get, like, that bidding shit is just a small part of what I have to do as the owner. I've got 10 grand in payroll every week. I mean, look at me. Look at my fucking shop, guys. Do I look like I got over $500,000 in payroll a year? Because I fucking do. Because at this point, I'm basically running a multi-million-dollar company. We are over $2 million in revenue, and I can't fucking read. So, like, I gotta pick which one I'm gonna do. Like, today, I was working for the city of Addison on a kind of pain-in-the-ass job that we hardly made any fucking money on, and it was just putting in, like, some faucets and sink drains. But they added, like, 2 dishwashers, ice makers, and drinking coffee shit, and RPZs. All types of work got added on. And I'm busy trying to deal with, like, hooking up this fucking ice maker that's being a dick. And I'm getting calls from all my guys. I'm getting calls from all my customers. Like, people need me here, need me there. And I can't because I'm busy working on a fucking ice maker. So it's, like, hard to say. It's like, okay, you're running a $2 million company, but you're hung up fucking with the ice maker. So it's like, I can't really do field shit anymore because it's just, I can't run this business and do it. Because what's happening is, while I am in the field working, I am so busy. Like, I have to stop every 10 minutes to answer the phone or send an email or, you know, buy something for somebody over the phone or a million goddamn things, you know, or solve some problem. So it's like more than half the time when I'm trying to work, I'm having to answer my phone. But then I'm also kind of getting short with guys. I'm like, fuck, let me call you back. I'm doing shit too. But I'm the owner. I'm the big dog. I can't be telling my guys like, fuck you, figure it out. I got to figure it out. So I don't know. If you guys know a better way for me to be bidding this work, I'll definitely listen to you. If you're familiar with any estimating software that's like affordable, because I was thinking about buying one and it's like $5 grand. And that's a bit. I'm about to buy another van tomorrow. I just hired a new guy on Tuesday and I'm about to buy like 2 more ProPress tools. So like I'm not really crazy about spending another $5 grand on estimating software right now. But if any of y'all like know some estimating software and swear by it and can like tell me about it, please do. I would be happy to look into it. This is a long video that no one's going to give a fuck about. Bye, YouTube.